I would like to express my opinion and support from several things too, because in my pocket, in my wallet, you can find a public service union card. So I really do have some input about the imperative of government and how it is being a government servant, public servant. Yeah, a public servant. Yes, because most people, they blame public servant, but there's like a lot of process and procedure and accountability and all kinds of things you have to follow, which makes it like very tedious being a public servant. It's like too much. Yeah, you have like key performance indicators, you have to have like a career plan, you have to like a 5-year objective. And I think in the government, there is more people following what other people are working and doing and managing people, like than people who are actually doing stuff. Yeah, there's like more time spent like managing, like seeing other things than actually the work getting done. Yeah, that's like the fine government system created by the British. The bureaucracy, government system. But also, so, okay, now this is mostly going to be because it's because of the strike and my opinion and my thoughts and my narrative. You want to know how I speak? This is how I speak. Don't worry, I won't sound menacing. I only wear my fangs for Halloween and a few other auspicious times. Okay? Yeah, so the strikes. Being a public servant, first of all, you're on fixed wages, okay? And you don't have like any kind of such thing as the income unless you're doing a hustle on the side. Unless you're doing you're doing several hustles on the side, which is most people aren't. You know, man, you can't, because you can't. Anyway, so that's one thing. And then again, what happens is the way life is built and the way society is built, you have like a lifestyle expectation, and it's a lifestyle that costs money. You get into debt, you get into like take on like huge things because you have like a very good source of income. I mean, like I would say in terms of credit, right? You have like people can just come and swoop, take up all your money from the government, from your pay. So they're really happy to give you credit. Public servants, they are already spoken for. No money, no flexibility. Like you have to all this accountability, traceability. Like we have to write up this document and then attend that meeting, and people think that the public servant is like very lazy, no account. No, it is a very challenging role. And you have to like meet the expectations and the service level too. We want like service level of only wait time 29 seconds. I mostly had good experience with the federal employees. Yeah, they tried it very good. Right from the first time I met one for immigration. Yeah, I remember I met her. She was commenting on my name. She said, "Yeah, you have like a nice, fine, old French name." Well, maybe I should have told her then I'm coming to Canada to rule. My name means ruler, and I am coming to Canada to rule. I wonder what she would say in immigration. Well, by golly, Judge, that's a damn audacious for you to come here at this risk at this window and claim that you want to go to Canada to rule. Yeah, but she was a very, very fine lady. Yeah, I was coming to Canada to going to the University of Toronto. Yeah, I know every nook and corner of the university, right? Yeah, I lived around it. Okay. So public services, the strike is pretty good. I'm in full support of it because we need more smart government. Smart. One of my platforms and my idea that I'm running on is smart democracy. And democracy is smarter. Yeah. But smart, the word of smart is, do you want me to smart your hands? Like, what does the smart mean? Like, we have smart water, smart this, smart currency, smart contracts. Yeah, have you tried some smart contracts? Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to make AI write me some smart contracts in Rust. Do you know Rust? Yeah, that's when you have to vote for me because I know Rust. At least AI know Rust. But you have to know what's wrong with Rust. Do you know this theory? In one word, can you tell me what is wrong with Rust? There's like too much of exceptional handling. Yeah, it's like too much. It's like, yeah, we still focus on the code. No, we have to think. Okay. And so. Back to the federal strike. The platform they're running on is smart democracy, and so smart democracy is something that is imperative. We can't go on like this. And the form of government is really. I'm questioning fundamentally our forms of government. What kind of forms of government? This popularity contest. We have to pick somebody who's handsome. Do you think I'm handsome? Yeah. Or somebody like picture perfect family, who is like this and that and all. But what do? We need to find like a real fair I'm calling it smart democracy because it has a good ring. It resonates with most of your concept of smartness. But maybe the name is up for change too. We need a form of governance where we can be like really, like everyone can rule. I'm thinking of it like a peer-to-peer, networks. You know how networks are designed? So networks are like from one computer to like 5 computers. That's a network, right? Oh, then there's like other computers that are around in a circle. And then there are spoken wheel kind of networks in computers and life in general. So what would be the perfect weapon? Again, in many of the networks, if one computer fails, like many of them are going to fail. For example, But what would be a very redundant or good network? There are many you can say, oh, there's like all you have to do that all the time. Like, how is Amazon available all the time? Because they do or think all that thinking. So, likewise, the best network is like a peer-to-peer network. It's like a mesh. A peer-to-peer is, so like one fails, the other one takes over. One fails, the other one takes over. There's no chance. There's no, like for example, if winning a chess game was destroying the king or putting a king in a compromising situation, now if all the pawns were kings, there ain't no way, man. What happened if all the pawns were queens? Yeah. So, likewise, queens. So we will create, as in I'm creating, I'm going to help use that what do you call your AI? Yeah, I call it Gertie. Yeah. To create the smart, what I call it, unified campaign platform. So unified campaign platform is just a pretty platform where you just use it only for political. You want to have like a simple tree menu with all the, I thought there were 308, there's actually 330, I think almost 340 ridings in Canada. So 340 ridings, anybody wants to run, they can just go pick their riding, put up their stream and run like a rabbit. Yeah, you can put up like all kind of, well, you can put your YouTube, BTube, CTube, FTube. Yeah, put up your FTube, please. Yeah. And then you can pick then tie that into smart contracts. Smart contracts in legislation. So we'll create like smart contracts in legislation. Right? Wouldn't that be like a good thing? And we can do that put that into, what's it called? Blockchain. We can blockchain legislation. Can we? Does that sound like too terribly technologically unsound? Well, it's better than Mr. Polypivir like betting on cryptocurrency. Like I'm already made myself clear on cryptocurrency. I like it, but it has like a huge but, man. Yeah, it's a good but, and that is the mining. The mining is wasting too much electricity. You understand? So you can't waste too much of computing power. We're wasting that wonderful, beautiful i7 computer power, calculating hashes. No, we're not going to do that. Like I already clearly mentioned, we're going to use that computing power for different purposes, as in the 888 lifestyle. Anyway, getting back to the strike, I took a long tangent. It's quite tedious being a government servant, and there's a whole lot. That's just one aspect, okay? So I covered like many. Another aspect, which is really very serious, is you got to make, like sometimes you got to make a square peg fit in a round hole. Yeah, because usually the crapshoot, it comes from top, from this new political party that has taken office, okay? And they want to like pull something. And what do? They tell you this is what has to be done, and go do thing. Do. Yeah, and you don't want to do it. Like, why would you want to do it? It's like all balls. It's like we're here. Like, let me tell you, my friend, not everybody in this world likes to do like things that are not really in the best interest of everybody. Yeah, or things that are just plain like putrid. because but then you have to do it. No, that's why you signed up. You're going to do it more for. Like, what are you, like a government servant? Like, what was it? Let me go see a public service officer. Yeah. So that's the other bad part of being a government employee. Like, you have to take like bad things from the why? Because that's the reason why I am clearly indicating to you is you either vote for me here or you run for elections. Get yourself elected. Yep. So being a public servant is very hard, and it sounds like a good idea. It sounds it's good. It takes a lot of. It is more than seen, but I think the paperwork is a pain and all the management and all. It's also a good idea. Yeah. Well, integrating the tangent on AI to working to and strikes to AI is like profound. So that's going to change the way we value the nature of work. Understand? So the nature of work, machines are going to get smarter and smarter and be able to do more and more repetitive tasks or tasks that are like really capable of AI to do. Okay? Or machine work that is not really so risky that you need a human decision making. In the end, the only good really thing about a human being is we have ethics, we have morals, we have decision making, we have to discern and we are able to trigger events. So that is the real greatness of the importance of humanity, of being a human being, of working now. Really, the thing about being intelligent or learning a sequel or learning how to do like write a good bash script or making some good groovy or testing things and all, like, you know, AI seems to be able to do that. We're going to try. That's why I'm running for politics too, because we are at a junction where you don't know what to do. Technology is going to swallow us up, but we can use it. And you know, if you get I have a good group on technology. Well, I might seem I'm like a highly creative and knowledgeable, but I don't use much of phone. I don't really have a. I haven't used the phone. This phone too seldom. No one ever calls me. Nothing. Haven't really lived with a phone. And I'm not really much of a user of technology. I just create and know how to create. I'm just getting onto social media now. I'm hardly, one of my posts on social media was deleted because it says your account is less than 3 months old. That's true. It's been less than 3 months since I got on social media. And the only reason why I got on here is because I am run for the MP. Yep. And it's going to be a thing. Then I would say it's a new party, a new thing, because we're going to smartify this whole thing. We're going to make it smart. We're going to make like the people really rooting people. We can implement like a real good system where everybody can have power of decision making and bring about rules and laws that are beneficial to them and beneficial to society. If somebody comes up with a good idea, and you can second it and third it and fourth it. But again, we have to have really good measures and like instead of like popularism, and we can make laws come from nobody, from one tweet or from one somebody to law or royal assent. That's where I come in, for royal assent. Yeah. What I say is good, it should be good. Okay? Funny, no? Yes, we're going to smartify this is the plan. So you smartify legislation, the whole process of legislation, we smartify that. Then we smartify even the judicial system too, and the same with the defense system too. All of those, anything that involves a whole lot of forms and processes and administration, all it gets smartified with the use of technology. And another point I want to talk about federal government, being a federal government body. I would do like serious like I would be seriously upset if I was a federal government employee and my payroll was upsetted by a stupid IBM product. What's that product called? What was that payroll thing called? Oh well, it was some kind of payroll thing that was written by IBM that messed up the payroll of all the federal employees. Yeah, if I was a federal employee and that message, imagine people like losing their mortgages, not able to make their payments, like all those things because your payroll is messed up. And then it becomes so messed up, it doesn't have like calculations, and then it says, oh no, you messed up, you have to give back some money, and take back money, and then get back into debt, and then do that. But not enough, you're not even barely getting paid, and by the time you pay your credit card, your mortgage, and your this and that and all, you have jack and diddly nothing. You also having like a payroll, like playing the hanky with you. And your federal government, sir. Yeah. So all those bad matters, they have a bubbling point. You know, the bubble, and the bubble come out. So this is like classic textbook example of how to take candy from Boulevard. You know, how to take candy from Boulevard. Strategy of man taking and being prime minister. This is it. It's called how to take candy from Boulevard with Dr. Gene Sharp. Okay, enjoy yourselves, my friend. I spoke too long. I'm going to enjoy the beautiful sunset. I think the highlight of the place where I live in, it has a lot of beautiful sunsets and sunrises. For some reason, so it makes the shooting time. You can have like beautiful photography. So this place would be like a photographer's paradise because it has a whole lot. Like it has at least 4 hours of good daylight for videos. So you'll be seeing a lot of me, my friend. And so vote for me. And I do support the public service website. This has been quite the ramble and quite the thing, quite the mix. Yeah, you ain't going to see this video the way it's made. I'm going to like do some like special effects. Do you like special effects? Tell me what else would you like to do? Yeah. Well, I must confess, many of them are, even this video is made by AI. Like I've been putting AI through the works all day. Like all day. And I ended by saying, you making me sick. And then I logged out sick. Because I was feeling tired actually. But I usually end with those mysterious things to let AI think about what. And then it's supposed to remember context. It doesn't remember things. It's supposed to, anyway. Have a good one. And hopefully we're going to sing them songs. Today I went out to the Ministry of Climate Change. Yeah, I went to the Ministry of Climate Change, but there was no picketing, there was no line, there was nobody protesting, no nothing. Everybody back to work or something like that. And then I even went to the post office. Ain't nobody do nothing till I went to the old federal building. Nobody, nothing. Hopefully, we'll see some faces tomorrow out singing the merry songs. Yeah, what are the songs that he sang? Yeah, we are the people, we are the power. Okay. Enjoy a strike. It's funny. A few months ago, we had the truckers thing, and most of the people who live in Ottawa are federal government employees. Yeah, ain't you? Yes, and same with many places, Victoria, all the places. And then you were up in over. So now it's the turn of the people, residents of mostly of Ottawa. Yeah. So enjoy your trip with Mr. Willy Wonka, and have yourself a fine one, sir. Yeah, get yourself some chocolate. I hope I can see some drums and dancing and singing and like a power movement. I want to see like a men's traditional. Yeah, that's why you got to vote for me, because I think I would like to declare myself the best. The man simply the best in the men's traditional. Original way. Original way.